Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 3 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down the and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with chapter estimating, estimation and rounding. And the lessons we're going to cover from the chapter are estimate sums up to 1000, then estimate sums, estimate differences up to 1000 and estimate differences, and then we'll do solve inequalities using estimation. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? Let's just start with the first lesson. So here I'm on grade 3 math. The chapter we're going to start with is estimation and rounding. Let's just start with the lesson that is estimate sums up to 1000, right? So basically we have started this chapter in the last session. We know how to round off the numbers, right? Today we're going to estimate the sum. Let's start with the first example. The question is estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then adding, right? First you have to round off the numbers and then you have to add, right? After rounding, when you add, that is the estimated answer, not the exact answer, right? The first one is 91 plus 68. Let's see how do we round off them. 91 plus 68. So 91 is rounded to which number? You need to round off the numbers to the nearest 10. 9 is at the tens position, right? Here you have 1. On the right hand side of the 9, you have 1. Just compare this 1 to 5. 1 is less than 5, right? So that means you need to round on the same 10 and replace the other digit with a 0. So 91 is rounded off to 90. Now let's just round out 68 to the nearest 10, right? So 8 is at the tens position and on the right hand side of the tens you have 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means you need to round up. Add 1 to the tens digit and replace the other digit with 0. So it would be rounded off to 70. That now we're done with rounding. Now let's just add, right? So 90 plus 70 is 160. That is the estimated answer, not the exact one, right? So the correct option is 160. That's how we can round off the numbers and then we need to add them, right? So if you have any problem with the rounding, you need to search the channel, find the session we did in the last session, and review how to do estimation, right? I just did an example. If you have any question, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, the next one is estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then adding. 61, you do not have any trouble, so don't create troubles for the others. Just write the relevant things only. That's for you, PK. 61 plus 27. 61 plus 27. Just round off them. First, you have to round them to the nearest 10 and then you have to add. Let's just round off the numbers. 61 is rounded off to which 10? 61 is rounded off to 60. Then you have 27. 27 is rounded off to 30. And 60 plus 30 makes 90. So the correct option is 90. You need to find the estimated answer, not the exact one. The correct option is 90. Very good. The next one is estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then adding. 17 plus 46. So which is the correct option? 17 is rounded off to which 10? 17 is rounded to 20 and 46 is rounded to 50 and the sum must be how 17 is rounded to 20 10 and 46 is rounded to 50. When you add them together they make 70. So the correct option is 70. 17 it is 7. 7 is greater than 5. It must be rounded to 20. Here you also have 46. 6 is greater than 5. So you must round off to 50. Think and then answer. You can take your time. No worries, right? So 50 plus 20 is 70. The correct option is 70. Okay, the next one is which addition problem has a sum of 170? Which is the correct option? 83 plus 91 and 85 plus 91. Let's just round off both the numbers and see which one sums to 170 after rounding, right? Let's just round off these numbers. Hold on. Okay, let's just start with the first one, right? 83 is rounded to which 10? You have 3, right? And 3 is less than 5. So you need to round off to 80, right? Yes, very good. The correct option is option number 1 is rounded to 90 and 80 plus 90 makes 170. When you look for this one, you have 85 is equal to 5. So you need to round up round 85 to 90. And then again you have 91 that is rounded off makes 180. So option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. 83 plus 91 is the option. Very good. Okay, the next one is which addition has a sum up to 200? Which is the correct option? Option 1 or option 2? 98 plus 92 or 98 plus 98? Which is the correct option? Very good. That is option number 2. 98 plus 98 is the correct option because they both rounded off to 100 and 100 plus 100 makes 200, right? The correct option is second one. Very good. Which addition has a sum of 130? 36 plus 96 or 36 plus 93, which is the correct option? Which option is the correct one? 130? 1? Option number 2 is the correct option because 96 is rounded to 100. And option 2 is the correct option. You can see here 36 is rounded to 40 and 96 is rounded to 100, right? And for this one, 36 is rounded to 40 and 93 is rounded to 90, right? So 90 plus 40, 130. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? That is 40 plus 90 is the correct option, right? Option 2 is the correct option. It's okay, no problem. Just think and then answer, right? Okay, the next one is estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest and then adding. So, which is the correct option? 96 is rounded off to, sorry, 91 is rounded off to 90 and 68 is rounded off to 70. So, together they make 100. The correct option is 160. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is estimate sums. That is estimate sums. So let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, that is exactly same like we did, right? The one. Let's just do 3 4 examples, then we'll move to next lesson. Okay, estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then adding. 73 plus 76 equals, which is the correct option? The correct option is the correct option is 100. The correct option is 100. What's wrong with you? I'm going to send this screenshot to the administrator. They will call your parents today. Don't worry. You are just in grade 3. So behave in good manners here. Here you are. You are here to learn. So focus on learning. Behave yourself. Estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest 100 and then adding. Which is the correct option? We will round off the numbers to the nearest 100. So which is the correct option? Okay, let's just add them to the nearest hundred, right? Okay, 160. 1 is at the hundreds position, right? Next to 1, you have 6, and 6 is greater than 5, so that is rounded to 200, right? Then 412. 4 is at its position, right? Next to 4, you have 1, and 1 is less than 5, so you need to round on the same 100. It must be 400, so their sum must be 600, right? Very good. The correct option is 600. If you guys don't know how to interact in good manners, do not talk to each other. Focus on just. What addition problem has a sum of about 90? Which is the correct option? It's okay, Samuel. That's not about you. That's about the other one. I blocked him from the chat. Don't worry. Okay, which addition problem? Yes, the correct option is 32 plus 62. Option number 1 is the correct option. When you round off them and add them, their sum must be 90, right? Okay, the next one is estimate the sums by rounding each number to the nearest 100 and then adding. So, which is the correct option? 423, 412. Which is the correct option? Yes, very good. Both the numbers must be rounded off to 400, right? And their sum equals 800. The correct option is 800. Okay, estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then adding 6 plus 68. The correct option is, yes, that is 130. Very good. The correct option is 130, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. 130, not 120. The next one is estimate differences up to 1000. So estimate differences exactly same. You need to round off the numbers. You know how to round off. And then after rounding, you need to subtract them, right? Let's just start with the exam test questions. Okay. Estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then subtract, which is the correct option. First round is round off them and then estimate. So which is the correct? The correct option is yes, 30, 90, 30. No, 20 it is. 94 is rounded off to 90 and 66 is rounded off to 70. It is rounded off to 90 and we rounded to 70. So the difference between them is 20. The correct option is 20. It is 20. It is the correct option is 20. Round, right? Okay, the next one is 84 minus 26. The correct option is 84 is rounded off to 80 and 26 is rounded off to 30. Very good. The correct option is 50. 43 minus estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then subtract. 43 minus 23 equals 43 minus 32 equals yes, the correct option is 10. 40 minus 30 equals 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, the next one is 99 minus 56. Estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then subtract. 99 minus 56 equal 99 is rounded to 100 and 56 is rounded to 60, right? And their difference must be 40. The correct option is 40, right? Okay, estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then subtracting 94 minus 42. So, which is the correct option? 94 is rounded off to 90 and 42 is rounded off to 40. So 90 minus 40 is yes, the correct option is 50. Very good. 79. Estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then subtracting 79 minus 28 equals. The correct option is 79 minus 28 equals. Yes, that is 80 minus 30 and the correct option is 50. Yes, okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is exactly same estimate differences, right? So let's just start with the next lesson. That is estimate differences, right? That is exactly same like we just did. So let's just start with the practice questions. Okay. Estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest and then subtracting. So 78 minus 38 equals. 78 is rounded off to 80 and 30, yes, that is 80 minus 40. So the correct option is 40. Okay, the next one is estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then subtracting. So 88 minus 51 equals. 88 is rounded off to 90 and 50 is rounded off to 50. The correct option is PK. Who you are to tell someone be quiet. That is 40. The correct option is 40. I am the teacher here. And also the other one. Sokpen, you are here to learn, so focus on the learning. Do not send errant messages. Estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest and then subtract, and 92 is 74, which is the option. 92 minus 74 equals. 92 is rounded off to 90 and 74 is rounded off 20, right? So 90 minus 70 is 20. The correct option is 20. Okay, the next one is estimate the difference by each number. Estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest 10 and then rounding. So 82 minus 28 equals. Please do not instruct each other, right? This way you have to face the messages like you face the other student today. Just this one I want to explain you. You are here to learn, so focus on learning. I am here to do instructions. Yes, that is 50. The correct option is 50. Okay, the next one is estimate the difference by rounding each number to the nearest and then subtracting. 96 minus 24, which is the correct option? The correct option is 70. How? 96 is rounded off to 100, isn't it? Because the tens did you have 9 is at the tens position and 6 is greater than 5. So 96 must be rounded off to 100 and 24 is rounded off to 20. So 100 minus 20 equals 100 minus 20 is 80. The correct option is 80. The correct option is 80. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. Let me just move on to next lesson, and the next lesson is the next lesson is solve inequalities using estimation, right? Okay, use the workbook for more practice and can call the tutors if you need help. Okay, let's just see the next lesson. I think the next one is the last lesson from the chapter, that is estimate products, right? Okay, let's just estimate the products now. You need to estimate the products exactly the same way we did the sums estimation, estimate sums and differences, right? Just estimate both the numbers first and then you need to find their product, right? The first example is estimate the product, round the first factor to the nearest and then multiply. Only first factor you need to round off, right? You have to multiply. So 25 times 4 equal. The first factor is 25, right? 5 is at the digit right next to 10, right? And 5 is equal to 5. This is the digit at the tens position. 2 is at the tens position. On the right hand side of the 2 is 5. And 5 is equal. That means you need to round up, right? So 25 is rounded to 30. And 30 times 4 equal. 30 times 4 equal. Yes, very good. The correct option is 120. The correct option is 120. No, you have to estimate first and then you have to round off, right? So the correct option is 120. Read the question carefully and then solve. The correct option is 120. Okay, the next one is estimate the product round each factor, the round second factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. You have to round the second factor, right? So which is the correct option? 46 is rounded off to 50, and the correct option is 200. How? 46, right? The digit 4 is at the tens position, right? And on the right hand side, you have 6. 6 is greater than 5. You need to round to the next 10, right? The next 10 is 50. You need to round up. So 6 times 5 is 30. That is 300. The correct option is 300. It's okay, let them copy. Option is 300. They're just wasting their own time. And also let them waste their time. 7 times 51. Estimate the product, round the second factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. That is 7 times 50, and 7 times 5 is 35. So the correct option is 350. Estimate the product, round the first factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. So 74 times 8 equal, seventy-four is rounded off to 70, and 8 times 7 is 56. So the correct option is 560, right? Estimate the product, round the second factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. So which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? 65 is rounded off to 70, and 70 times 5 is, that is 350. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is estimate the product, round the first factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. 53 is rounded off to 50, and 50 times 6 is 300. The correct option is option number 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 3 math. Chapter we're working on is estimation and rounding. The lessons we have covered today. The lessons we have covered today are estimate sums up to 1000, then estimate sums, then differences up to 1000 and its differences, and the one we just did is estimate products. So please make sure before the next session you need to complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. And if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. If you need more help with a lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So if you have any, use 3 4 minutes. So if you have any questions, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.